Hey
Hey
guys,
guys,
it's Bubblestar.
and Conscious Vlogs.
So we're gonna do this wrap-up video for 2 months for like September and October. So let's get our like stats in first.
Oh, let me check the stats. Okay, from Fable. Oh yeah. Wait, oh no, Storygraph. I keep
Yeah,
moving
you
the
can
tab.
also do that. So in Fable it shows I'm a shadowy romantic. My average rating is 4.2. Wow. Um, Books read, I have 149 books out of 150, but I'm gonna change it to 175 because we have 2 months left. And then I read way more in August and anyway, but between the 2 months, I read more in October this month. Let's see. Okay, most read genres are romance, young adult, fiction, fantasy, and short stories. I want to read more short stories in the next 2 months. Most authors are like Abby, Kira, Cass, L. Kennedy, Tomohito Oda. Let me go to my story graph because that has way more. Uh, Okay, let's see. Average time to finish 1 month. Well, whatever. I read 132 books, 37,400 pages, and I don't know how to update the 5.22 hours in audiobook. Um, and then I read lighthearted, funny, and emotional more. Wow. And of course, I read like medium more, and no, fast, and then medium. And then slow, of course. Page numbers, I read more than 52%, like 300 to 49. I mean 499 page numbers. And then I read, or I listen to less than 8 minutes, obviously. And then I read more fiction, and more print than digital. And it has the graph, it shows like it has been like going uphill and downhill, having troughs and hills, trenches. Yeah, I'll show you the graph. Yeah, there. Yours?
Oh yeah, mine is so for 2025, okay, I've read 44 books this year, 16,727 pages, and an average time to finish is now 1 month. I read mostly light. Oh shit, hold on. Wait, I should not click on that. Wait, okay, yeah. So it's more lighthearted and emotional and funny. And then the pace are mostly medium. And then I think I read like around 300 through 499 pages. Most of them are fiction. And the genres are romance, contemporary, young adults. Yeah. And then format would be print. I don't know why the digital's there. And then the most read authors are Alice Oseman only because of Heartstopper. Yeah. And the author that writes Comey Can't Communicate. Then L. Kennedy, Abby Jimenez, and Chloe Walsh. And then most of them are in English. I don't know which one's the Portuguese one. And then I think I read the most in June or July. Oh, books read. Wait, no, I think it's May, the books I've read, and July where I read the most pages. But I would say that's because of Voice of Tommen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
And it went down September, October, and August because I started work. And average the star ratings, I have not rated much stars yet because I just like and her books, you know, that I like. If only there's a way I could edit it and did not affect the journal, you know.
Okay, let me go to my profile on Fable. So in September, I read less. So I read Aimia, which is like a graphic novel, but I didn't like it. I probably rated like a 3.5, 3.75, and then I read Night Shift, which I really liked. That's like a duology. The second one is coming out either this year or next year. I'm pretty sure next year. And then I read God of Malice. I listened to God of Malice. That's one of the dark romance I read by Rena Kent. And God of Malice is like Larry's favorite reads, the series I mean. And then Night Shift I gave that 4.5, 4.75. And then 4.25. And then God of Malice, I definitely rated that 4.25 out of 5. And then I read I borrowed these from Libby on my Kindle, so I read Vampire Diaries: The Awakening. I rated that at 3.75. And then I read Rise of the Isle of the Lost by Melissa de la Cruz. I rated that like a 4.5, 4.75 because I love Descendants so much. Yeah, say your September, and then we'll go into October.
I pretty much said the same thing, like September, October. Wait, what happened?
Nothing. I'm just getting to the
Okay. But yeah, I've only read like 4 books in September and October because of work.
So in October, I read more. So I read these, of course, which I finished these recently in the thriller video. And then I read My Fault, which I have to give back to her. I really like this and the movie too. I rated this like a 4.5, 4.25. Yeah, this is about Nick and Noah. If you like cars, then read this, and if you like LA, and if you live in LA, so read this then. Yeah, there's like lots of car racing, so I really like that too. I love that aspect.
Oh yeah. So I read this in my trip to Tijuana. It was very lovely, you know. And then I also read this, and I think I like this book the most out of the series. If you're looking for something with an amazing plot twist, this is the book. And I finished both of these books on the same exact day, towards like the end of September. For October, I got to read Good Girl Bad Blood, and this one's better than A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, the first book. And but I mean, I was not too happy with the verdict. We all know which verdict. I'm not gonna say it, but we're not happy with the verdict.
Yeah, true.
And then there's The Risk. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're done. Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
And then I can do current something. And then I finished. I read Startled. I forgot who is it by, but yeah. Oh, Lauren Asher. That's my first Lauren Asher's book. Yeah. So that's like book 1 of F1 series. So I liked that, the car racing aspect of it. I probably rated that in probably 4.25. And then I read A Court of Mist and Fury. I liked the first book more than the second one. I love the fairies aspect and saving the worlds aspect. Yeah. So I rated that like 0.25. And then why do I have Icebreaker? I don't know. Oh, anyway. And then I read Harry Potter, The Prisoner of Azkaban. I watched this movie like twice already. Um, once when I was little, and then with my little friend. I enjoy reading Harry Potter because it's my nostalgic series. And then I read Gossip Girl, the first one. Okay. Read the second one. I read the second one. Yeah. Um, and I annotated and I read Icebreaker. I have all these stuff.
Oh yeah, let's. Oh yeah, could I see some of the blue parts? Yeah. That's where you can the. This is where. Wait, hold on, because. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Oh, but you kind of forgot this part. That was not consent, you know. He did that without her consent, you know.
Wait, I think I did like a continuation. Okay.
Yeah, but no, it's just her commenting. Hold on, let me fix that.
My blue marker's over there.
Thank you. Okay. Wait, have you annotated? Oh yeah.
The
across
her parentheses, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Let's see what I'm missing. So
Because Darcy never said yes.
mm.
That's why.
Oh, You Know You Love Me. That's the second book from Gossip Girl. And alright. I forgot to mention that I finished Mockingjay by Susan Collins. So I finished the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I rated the IMEA, let's see, 3.25. And I finished the audiobook of the If the Sun Never Sets. I gave that a 4.5. And I finished The Layover by Emily Henry. It's on her website. And Night Shift by Annie Crown. I rated that 3.5. When did I read this?
Oh no, that was over the summer.
Oh, September. So I read Pride or Die by C.L. Mont Blanc in September, and I rated that a 4. Happy Ever playlist. I read that in September too, so I rated that a 4.5. I really love Abby Jimenez, and I love the dog aspect of it. Yeah, and did I read this in September or in October?
I think
August.
Yeah, August.
Yeah, so that is the wrap up. These are the books that we read.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about the video.
Give a like,
subscribe, comment
down below
what other books you want us to read.
I was going to say like what the books you also read in September or October.
Yeah. Thank you. We love you and bye.